No, listen, Joe. If they say it's too short a notice, you put them on to me, okay? I'll see you later. Morning, sir.
Hi. You're up early?
Yeah, I've got a few things to do. Joe and I've got a meeting at the holiday village, and I'll be seeing Elizabeth.
Well, there's some bacon in the oven. I'll do you some eggs if you like.
I'm not that hungry.
Well, you ought to eat something, Dad. Even if it's only...
Well?
Well, even if it's only to line your stomach.
I'm sorry, love. It has been a difficult few days, hasn't it?
You could say that.
I am grateful, Zoe. I really do appreciate everything you're trying to do.
I don't want your thanks. I just wish you would stop it.
Don't worry. It's under control, I promise.
Well, I wish I could believe you.
I can handle it, Zoe, all right?
If you say so.
I do. And today's a fresh start. It's back to business as usual. Now, did you say something about breakfast?
Yes, Dad.
Is that Darkstar?
Yeah, I've just taken him for a gallop across the tops. He needed a good run out. Frank, we should sort something out about the stables and Kim's horses.
Don't worry, Kathy. It's in hand.
I thought perhaps I should go over and see Kim, find out what she wants to do.
I told you. It's all under control.
Kathy! Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Kim, what are you doing here?
Hello, boy. How are you? He's looking well.
What if Frank sees you?
I came across the field so he wouldn't see me.
Suppose he had. You've no idea what it's been like the past few days.
That's why I came. I need to find out. I need to talk to him, Kathy.
I'm not sure he wants to talk to you.
I know. I've tried ringing a couple of times. He just puts the phone down.
What did you expect? He'd invite you round for tea?
So, how is he?
Not good. Pretty desperate, in fact.
I wanted to make arrangements with him about the stables. We should be able to move the horses in a couple of days. Neil's getting some old stables ready.
Right. The sooner the better, if you ask me.
One other thing. I need my clothes, really. I was wondering if you didn't mind too much. Could you fetch some of them for me? Kathy, please?
I'm sorry, I can't.
Come on, Kathy, I know you think I'm wrong. It's ridiculous. I can't go out and buy everything.
It's not that, Kim. It's Frank. He's cut up all your clothes. I think you should go, Kim. We don't want Frank to see you.
What, in case he takes a knife to me, you mean?
He's capable of anything at the moment.
You don't have to tell me. He nearly killed Neil.
Yes, well.
Serves him right. Is that what you think?
No, not really. I don't know what you thought would happen, Kim. You must have known Frank would react like this. He's mad about you for heaven's sake. You're his life.
Well, maybe that was the problem. Look, I know this must be tough, sorting out all this lot. Is there anything I can do to help?
Not really.
You know where the paperwork is and everything?
Yeah.
Right, well, I'll let you know as soon as we can move the horses.
Oh, you'd best ring me at home.
I don't suppose you'd still be interested? No, of course not.
No, nothing's changed, Kim. I gave him my notice and I meant it. I'm only staying on because someone has to look after the horses.
All right. I'll be as quick as I can. See you, boy. Bye, Kathy. Thanks.
Here you go.
Thanks, Neil. So, what are we going to do?
About what? In particular, I mean.
I don't know. About Frank, I suppose. Everything.
I don't see there is anything we can do, Kim. What about Frank, anyway?
I never thought it'd be like this.
Maybe it'd be best if we were to go away.
Away?
Yeah, I've been thinking maybe we should go to London. Got the flat there after all. And if you were there, you might be able to stop worrying about everything here.
But I couldn't stop. Don't you see, I can't just run away. And even if I did, it'd all still be here. I'd still have to deal with it.
Yeah, I know, but at least you get a break. At the moment, it's just on top of you, all the time.
I'm sorry, Neil. I've got to make sense of all this. I can't just walk away. Neil?
Hello, darling. You're looking much better.
Yes, I feel it. You all right?
Me? Absolutely fine. Why?
You looked sad.
No, of course not. Not with you here.
It can't be that easy at the moment. I'm sorry.
Kim, I want you with me. I want to be able to look after you. I've wanted you here ever since I fell in love with you.
You might have changed your mind if you'd known how it was going to turn out.
Nah, never. No matter how awful it gets.
I don't think it could get any worse.
We'll be fine, darling. You'll see.
Yes. I've been thinking about what you said earlier, about going to London.
What do you think?
Maybe you're right. I'm sure you are.
But you're not ready to go yet.
No, not yet. But I do want to be with you, Neil. That's what matters.
Kathy, don't reckon Frank's moving out without telling anybody, do you?
No, that's the knackers lorry.
The knackers.
Come on, Nick.
Come on, I told you to get more out. All of them.
What's going on?
Go on, get a move on. Start loading them up.
For heaven's sake, Frank.
Hey, what's going on?
Get on with your gardening, Nick. This has got nothing to do with you.
You can't have all the horses out like this. And what are they doing here?
Don't interfere, Kathy. They're not your horses.
Come on, what are you playing at?
I've sold them.
You sold them.
That's right, all of them, for dog meat. Go on, get a move on.
Frank, you can't do this. Listen to me.
Nick, you better get Kathy out.
Frank, listen to her.
I'm not interested. I want those horses out of here now.
These are not Kim's horses. They belong to other people. They're only stabled
I
here.
don't care. They're going.
Frank, you can't let other people's property.
All right, just hers then.
To the knackers yard. Don't be ridiculous.
That's all they're good for, as far as I'm concerned.
Listen, Frank. Kim's horses are worth thousands. You're not going to throw that away, are you?
It's all right, Kathy. They're not going to take him.
What do you think you are? I've told you before, Nick, this has got nothing to do with you.
Don't be stupid, Frank. It was obvious they were never going to take them.
He's right.
All right, this time. But I want those horses out of here by the end of the week. I don't care how or where. And if they're not gone by then, I'll shoot them.
Joe, it's a surprise.
Well, just passing. I thought I'd see how you were.
Come in.
Is it all right? I'm not interrupting anything.
No, please. Haven't seen anyone all day.
Neil away, is he?
Yes, he's in London on business. He won't be back till tomorrow.
Well, I'm glad I popped in then. Long time since I've seen you.
It is. Take your jacket off. Come through. Would you
So,
like
have you
a-
been there? Oh,
Sorry, go on.
oh, no. After you.
Joe, I am glad to see you.
Pollard is wishing he'd never sold it.
Was always breaking down. Broke down all the time when Zoe had it.
I don't think Mark's bothered, though. Too busy driving around the village in it. With the hood down as well.
What, in this weather?
Yeah, he must be freezing. But he'd never admit it. Might ruin his image.
I'd like to see that.
Well, why don't you pop down to the Woolpack tonight? He's bound to drive past. He's up and down that village every half hour.
Maybe.
Go on, if Neil's in London.
No, I don't really feel like it. Not tonight.
OK, fine. I best get off. Got to see Frank about some meeting.
Well, thanks for coming, Joe.
Well, my pleasure. And if you ever do fancy a drink, just give us a call.
Yeah.
I mean it, Kim. You can't stay away from the village forever. I'll always be there. Any time you want a friend, OK?
Okay.
Morning, Dad. Sit down, I'll get you some breakfast.
Don't want any.
You must eat something. Please sit down.
Zoe, I appreciate your offer, but I couldn't possibly eat at the moment. Thank you.
Well, it's up to you.
Yes, it is. Now stop nagging. There's a good girl.
What's wrong?
You know what's wrong, Chris. The stables. I hate it. I can't wait to be away. The atmosphere, the horses going, your dad drinking.
Come on, don't let it get to you. It's not your problem.
I've given my life to those horses, training them, grooming them, looking after them.
I was only thinking of you.
Thanks. I'm not about to destroy perfectly healthy animals just because Frank and Kim aren't on speaking terms.
It serves her right if you did get rid of her horses. She started this.
I'm not talking about blame, Chris. All I know is that Frank drinking himself into oblivion isn't the answer.
Yeah, he's just upset. Where's the harm if it helps him?
Yes, well, in the meantime, those are living creatures he's taking it out on.
She's lovely.
Leslie can always chuck a saddle on if you'd like a ride.
It's okay. Thanks anyway.
Thanks, Les. Why don't you give Kathy a call?
Why? I'm the last person she wants to hear from.
I wasn't thinking about a social call. It's time we picked up Dark Star. His stable's ready, and I hate to see you pining away for him.
There's just one obstacle. Frank. He doesn't want me near the place.
We'd be doing him a favour. Frank doesn't want Dark Star, you do.
Well, that's all very logical and sensible, but I doubt I'll make Frank see the sense behind it. He won't even talk to me.
Well, I ask its mission. Why not just go there and take Dark Star?
I can't believe he was prepared to sell all those horses to the knackers.
Horses are just a commodity to Frank.
All right. I'll go and pick him up today. But I don't want to involve you, Neil.
I am involved. I want to help.
I've got to do this by myself.
You didn't want me, did you? No, I'm just on the scrounge for a cup of coffee. Help yourself. In fact, make me one, will you? I'll be back in a bit. I'll get it. Hello, Home Farm.
Oh, Kathy, thank goodness. I didn't really want to talk to Frank.
I'm sure the feeling is mutual.
Yes. Look, I won't stay on long. I'd like to collect Dark Star.
When?
As soon as possible. This morning?
Oh, good. Because if he's around much longer, I don't think I could stop Frank from selling him off.
Will Frank be about?
It's difficult to say.
I'll just have to risk it. I couldn't live with myself if I allowed him to destroy a perfectly healthy animal.
No.
So, how many horses are left?
Oh, just the two.
Look, I'll be around in about an hour or so. And Kathy, thanks.
I've got to go, Kim. Bye.
Hello, everyone.
Kim?
How are you, Zoe?
You're really interested, Kim? Let's just get Dark Star in the box, hey?
How is he, Zoe?
What do you expect? He's a mess, Kim.
I'm really sorry.
You're really sure it's me you should be apologising to?
What's going on?
Frank.
Kim's taking a horse.
She's not taking anything.
It's Dark Star, Frank. He belongs to Kim.
Nothing here belongs to her. She's turned her back on everything.
Let me take him. He's mine. You know he is.
Whose money was it that paid for it?
I bought him through my business.
And who set you up in that business, eh? Eh?
Let's go into the house.
Who paid for it? Answer me.
Frank, you wanted rid of the horses. What does it matter if Kim takes him?
She's taking nothing from here. Nothing. Do you hear me? Now get it back to the stable. And you. I never want to see you near this house again. Now get! Get out!
Frank, just take
I mean it! Get out!
There you are, Dad. We wondered where you'd got to. Why don't you come inside?
It's nearly lunchtime.
I don't want any.
Yes, you do.
What are you doing here? Don't you have any business to run or something?
So he thought you might like some company.
When are you both going to stop treating me like a child?
When you stop behaving like one, Dad. Come on, it's cold in here.
I'm fine.
Dark Star belongs to Kim, you know that.
I don't want to discuss it. You ratted on me, all of you.
Don't be silly.
How dare she just turn up here like that?
The animal's hers. You haven't any right to stop her taking it.
You talk to me about rights. Is it right what she did to me?
No, obviously. But she wants her horse and you want to get rid of it, so what difference does it make?
It makes a difference, believe me. And if she ever turns up here again, I won't be responsible for what I do.
Dad.
Just leave me alone.
Mind to go up there and sort him out.
That's not going to help matters, Neil.
Well, it makes my blood boil. How dare he treat you like this?
I didn't handle a situation properly. I only inflamed things.
You did everything you could. Tried to contact him. He hung up on you, remember?
I could have written, I suppose.
Oh, this is ridiculous. It's your horse. You have every right to go up there and try and get it, and he has no right to tell you to stay away. We should get a solicitor onto this.
Please, Neil, just calm down. My head's spinning.
I just can't believe anyone would be so churlish.
Maybe I should leave it for a week or two.
The poor animal will end up as cat meat.
Don't, Neil.
Look, I don't want to alarm you, but you have to get Darkstar out of there, whatever Frank says, and soon.
Sometimes I think about the trail of destruction I've left behind. I just can't sleep.
You've nothing to be guilty about.
Haven't I? Frank's in a mess. Zoe, Kathy and Chris are so upset they can barely speak to me.
We're dealing with adults. Whatever they're feeling now, they'll get over it in time. You must think about yourself.
Yeah, perhaps.
You didn't think it was going to be easy, did you?
Of course not. I know I can cope with the flak. I just don't like the way it's affecting the people I've left behind.
Well, this may sound cruel, but you've got to distance yourself from your past. If you don't, well, there's no hope for us.
I know.
Think I'm being selfish?
No. Just practical and honest. I do want this to work out for us, Neil. I love you.
Where is it, Zoe?
What?
Oh, don't come the innocent with me. There was a brand new bottle of scotch here earlier.
Dad, you've had enough.
Damn it, I'll be the judge of that. Now, where is it?
Please don't drink anymore.
How else am I going to get that bloody woman out of my head? Now, if you don't give me that bottle, so help me, I'll get in the car and I'll drive to the nearest pub. I mean it, Zoe.
How you doing?
Hi.
Just wondered how things were with you and Dad after yesterday.
Grim. I thought he was going to hit her.
But he hit the bottle instead.
And how? I tried to hide the scotch from him. He got really aggressive about it. I've not seen him like that in years. He's got to stop before he does himself or someone else some damage.
Do you think he's really that bad?
Yes. Look, will you talk to him? He'll listen to you.
Oh, it'll be the first time if he does. Where is he anyway?
Still in bed, sleeping it off. He was in such a state last night. I doubt he'll surface before lunchtime.
Morning. Oh, hi, son. Nice surprise.
How are you?
Oh, could be better, obviously, but I don't feel too bad. Fancy a walk?
Sure.
How's business?
It's terrific. I've got an appointment with Gordon Willett this afternoon. I reckon he'll come round to our way with a gentle tug.
Good for you. That would be an important contract.
What are you telling me?
Morning, Joe.
Frank, Chris.
How's things?
Fine, thanks. Frank, we need to talk soon about the future. You know, the holiday village and model farm.
Anytime you like.
You sure you're feeling up to it?
Oh, for goodness sake, Joe, I'm not ill. I'm ready to talk business whenever you like.
Okay, I'll give you a ring.
You do. Anybody think I was an invalid or something? Are you sure you're up to it?
He's just concerned. We all are. Zoe's worried sick.
She's always been a worrier, you know that.
Well, I think she might have grounds for it this time.
I can handle the booze, if that's what all this is about.
Well,
really, it's not a problem, I promise. So don't you start fretting like your sister.
Thanks very much, Les. Hello.
You were up and out early?
Got a big day. I have a few appointments, but I should be back by early this evening.
Oh?
We're going to collect Dark Star. Have him here for your birthday tomorrow.
We're going to collect Dark Star.
Oh, yes. You don't think I'm going to let you face Frank on your own again, do you?
Neil, I don't want you to get involved in all this.
Too late. I did that several weeks ago when I told you I loved you. This time, Kim, we're going to Home Farm together.
You see, it's nothing else I'm a realist. I'm good at facing the truth. There's no point in dwelling in the past. It hurts, I don't deny that, but it's just something I've got to get over.
God, I hate her.
Oh, come on, she's not worth the energy. Thing now is to rebuild, pick myself up again. One thing boxing taught me was how to roll with the punches. So, win that contract and don't worry about me. I'm fine, I promise.
What did he say?
That we're not to worry, that he's feeling positive, and the drink isn't a problem.
You didn't believe him?
Of course I did, Zoe. He's fine. Hurt, but fighting back, just like he always does.
It's an act, Chris. You haven't seen him when his mood shifts. It's terrifying. He's unrecognizable.
I'm telling you, Zoe, you're worrying about nothing. You said you were worried.
Chris?
See you later.
I think Dark Star will be happy enough here, don't you?
I'm sure. Thank you. Look, before we go through with this tonight, I don't want any violence.
No, it won't come to that.
I mean it, Neil. I won't stand for any ridiculous macho behaviour. And if Frank starts anything, we leave, OK?
OK. OK.
So, when will we go?
Oh, I thought about 7-ish. May as well leave it until it's well and truly dark.
I hate this. I mean, here I am behaving like some kind of thief. It's my horse. My horse. Should be able to go in there and take what's rightfully mine. It's not fair.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Yeah, me too. You could do with a break. It's been a difficult 12 months.
Yeah, you could say that again.
A week in the sunshine with Julie. Sounds like the perfect topic to me, then.
Steady, it's Mick she's asked. Come on, I don't want to leave it too long. It's the time of day when Dad starts to look longingly at the drinks tray.
You two had better get off then.
Right. See you later, Nick.
See ya.
There's no sign of life. Maybe Frank's out.
Maybe. But we'd better be very quiet.
Come on, then.
Now, wait a second. Make sure no one's heard us. Maybe we should muffle Dark Star's hooves, huh?
Neil, I think you're enjoying this.
Come on, then.
What was that?
What?
I heard a noise outside.
Well, it might just be Joe. I'll go and look.
You sure, Archie?
I'm positive, Frank.
Don't you like drink, Archie?
Oh, yeah. I don't mind drink. It's what it does to me I'm not very fond of. Does a lot of damage, doesn't it? Physically, mentally.
You're not going to start giving me a lecture, are you?
No. Choose your own way to hell, mate.
Good lad. I accept completely everything you say about it. But it's a great anaesthetic.
This is madness.
What is?
Tiptoeing around the grounds of my own home.
Well, you can blame Frank for that.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Let's get on with it.
Well?
Couldn't see anything.
Might have been a fox. Cheeky beggars are always in the yard.
All right.
What do you think?
It's hot.
Fool, of course it is. Does it need more salt?
Oh, I don't know. What do you think, Frank?
Dad?
That sounds like horses, doesn't it?
Well, there's only one horse. Oh, my God, come on.
We should have muffled his hooves.
Put it back.
Frank, please just let me take it.
I said put it back!
Frank, no!
Put the gun away. Don't be stupid, Frank.
Don't you talk to me. You, of all people. You're not fit to talk to me.
Dad,
You
don't.
Frank, drop it!
She only wants what's hers.
Oh, that's your philosophy, is it? Just walk in, take what you want.
Dark Star's my horse.
Frank, just let her take the horse.
No! I'm not going to just lie down and be walked over.
Frank, no!
I don't like thieves.
No! No!
You've hardly slept at all.
Have you?
No. Why don't you come and sit down? I made you some tea. Kim.
I'm sorry.
Why don't you drink your tea and then go back to bed, huh? Shh.
Morning, Zoe. That's the key to the gun cupboard, isn't it?
Yes.
Shouldn't it be put back where it belongs? I wasn't trying to kill anyone last night, you know.
So what were you trying to do?
No one got hurt, did they?
We could have been killed.
I'm sure he didn't mean to shoot.
He was aiming at us.
The gun went off by accident. Why not come back to bed and try and get some sleep?
I can't, Neil. I'm not sleepy now, anyway.
You look worn out.
I think I'll have a bath.
Yeah. You know, I was planning on taking you out to dinner with some friends of mine tonight.
I couldn't face it, Neil. I just couldn't.
No, I understand. But we should do something tonight.
Why?
It's your birthday, darling.
So it is.
Kim is only alive today because I knocked away the gun.
You're exaggerating, Zoe.
Ask Joe if you don't believe me. He was there, so was Archie.
And this went on in front of all of them.
Who cares who it went on in front of? You told me not to worry, remember?
He was on the ball yesterday morning.
Yes, well, if he was, it went right out of the window last night. You've got to talk to him.
I doubt he'd take much notice of anything I say.
Well, he takes no notice at all of anything I say. But someone has got to get through to him before he loses his head altogether, or who knows what he might do next time. I'm sure he's on the verge of a complete breakdown.
It's not that bad, Zoe.
You weren't there last night!
So he overreacted. I'm sure if I found Kathy going off with some other man...
Oh, yes, you tried to murder her.
Look, I've got to be in Horton in an hour. Maybe you could have lunch with me if I could think of some excuse to get him there.
And think of one. You've got to talk to him, Chris.
So, can we make it next week instead? Perhaps you'd both like to come over here. Our first dinner guests.
No, it wouldn't be too much trouble. Kim would enjoy it. I'm quite sure. Thanks, Tony. Sorry to mess you about. Love to Barbara. Bye. Feeling better?
Much thanks. Who are you calling?
Tony Ferguson put off our dinner date for tonight.
Sorry to put such a damper on it.
You didn't. I understand.
Yeah, well, I'm nervous enough about meeting him anyway.
Why? Well, I thought we might ask them over here instead of going out. You'll like Tony. He owns a couple of racehorses.
Still, I'm glad I don't have to gear myself up for them tonight.
I'll take you out to dinner. Just the two of us.
Oh, I don't really feel like going out at all.
All right, then, I'll prepare dinner here.
You don't have to do that.
It's your birthday, so leave it all to me.
Yes, I think we can use a whole bottle, don't you, Chris?
No.
Of course we can.
I'd have been quite happy staying with this.
On the wagon, are you?
Dad, if you want to drink yourself silly, go ahead. But I've got work to do this afternoon.
I gather Zoe's told you about last night.
Yes.
They were trespassing, trying to break into the stables.
Kim had every right to be there.
She has no right at all. It's what I've come to expect from Kincaid. Snooping about, trying to steal what's mine.
So you think your behaviour was justified?
Beyond a doubt.
You shouldn't have tried to shoot them.
A shot went miles over his head. I should have seen him jump.
Zoe thinks you were firing at Kim.
No. Zoe went for the gun and it went off. It was an accident.
You didn't mean to fire?
If I did, it was only to scare them. Anyway, no harm was done.
You think that?
Yeah, fine. Fill his glass.
No.
Oh, come on, I'm not going to drink on my own. Or do you want to show me up as an old soak, is that it? Play holier than thou?
Fill the glass up, thank you.
I'll have a glass myself later when the meal comes. Meanwhile, I'll sit with this.
We'll order in a moment, thank you. Thank you, sir.
I've told you before, Chris, I can handle it. So I'll be able to drive you home if necessary. Okay? Cheers. When I said that blasting off with that shotgun was the best thing that could have happened, I meant for me.
Got it out of your system?
Oh, I wouldn't say that. But it made me realise what a bloody fool I'd been making of myself. Just in time.
Zoe was wondering what might come over you next.
Well, she needn't anymore. I learned my lesson last night. The hard way.
Well, it must have been pretty hard for everyone else as well, Dad.
And I told you a lie when I said I was only trying to scare you. I really did mean to shoot.
Neil or Kim?
The horse. I'd have got it right between the eyes. Kim's beloved horse. I know how much that would have upset her. You see, I really wanted to see her suffer. I couldn't help it.
Well, I sort of understand how you might have felt.
I hope you don't, son. And I hope you never do. Anyways, good news is I've got it under control now.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Well, here's to the future.
And that's not the only thing I've got under control either. Cheers. No, I'll take care of it.
No, it's on me. I'll sort it out at the cash desk.
Well, leave me to do the tip then. Excuse me. Keep the change.
Thank you, sir.
I was just wondering how he was.
It's hard to say. This morning he was prowling around the house like a caged animal, but I got Chris to take him out to lunch. I think this might be him. Joe, can I give you this?
What is it?
It's the key to the gun cupboard. I'm just not too keen on putting it back where it's normally kept. It's just for the time being. We'd all feel a lot safer, I think.
Oh, hello, Joe. What brings you here?
Good news, actually.
Oh, that makes a change.
Yeah, the foreman says the drains will be in on Monday, 2 weeks early.
That is good news. Was there anything else?
No, that was all. See you, sorry.
Oh, by the way, Joe, that commotion I caused last night, I apologize.
Don't need to apologize to me, Frank.
No, it was embarrassing for everybody there. But I can give you my word, nothing like that will ever happen again.
Glad to hear it.
How was your lunch?
Fine. I offered to drive Chris home, but he had his own car and he hadn't drunk too much. Well, cheer up, Zoe. You don't have to worry about me anymore. As I told your brother, that little exhibition I caused last night really pulled me up with a jerk. I'm back in control again at last. I promise.
I was so worried about you. We all were.
No need to now. Everything's...
It's nothing special.
Oh, 10 out of 10 for presentation. I'm sorry I didn't dress for the occasion.
Bah, it's only a birthday. You look lovely.
Give me cosy evenings in any time. Thank you. Smells wonderful. Where are you going?
Get my dinner and some glasses. Don't wait for me, it'll go cold.
But as soon as possible, Charles. Right, thanks. Bye. Action. That's the answer when you're down, Zoe. You just pick yourself up and get on with it.
So it's back to work now then, is it?
Tomorrow, first thing. And just in case Kim is ever tempted to come back here again...
After last night? I rather doubt that.
But in case she does, she'll be getting a letter from my solicitor in Emmerdale too.
Your solicitor?
Yes, that's who I was on the phone to just now. Kim will be receiving an injunction forbidding her access to home farmland.
Dad.
Oh, and I'm suing for divorce. So you see, I've got everything under control now. Haven't I?
It's beautiful.
It's to go with the ring I gave you at Christmas.
Of course. Thank you, darling. I'm going to see what it looks like on.
Here. Let me.
Oh, thanks. It's perfect.
Thought you'd like it. Hasn't exactly been the best birthday ever, has it?
That really doesn't matter. I'm glad I'm here. You make me very happy.
Things can only get better for us. I love you, Kim.